and
Y'all will get y'all.
all accusations were dropped.
Y'all gonna get. I read something on Fridays. They looking back into it.
Yeah, they're trying to reopen it.
Y'all might lose that national title. Might lose 2 of them. I read.
Has anybody heard from Rashawn McCants?
He's probably y'all done killed him, put a hit out on him, and have him murdered.
Yeah, he's probably floating up the creek somewhere. But we're gonna kick things off pretty much with the moneymaker, the No Fun League.
Okay.
2016, even though this actually started in 2015, Deflategate. I'm going to go ahead and play you guys a quick little sound bite, and hey, we're going to dive into it. Let's get into it.
Hey, this is Gary. So after the Wells report came out, basically said that Tom Brady knew something was going on with Deflategate, knew that, you know, the pressure on the balls was different. Basically blamed the Patriots for their role in it, saying that they knew what was going on too. So now punishments have been handed out. Tom Brady will miss the first 4 games of the NFL season. This is huge. Now, he's also getting no pay for those games. Now, don't feel too bad for him. He's still a multimillionaire, but that's a big loss for the Patriots. Furthermore, the Patriots will be fined $1 million. They're losing their first-round pick for next year's draft and their 4th-round pick for the year after that.
What was the purpose of this investigation?
I don't know. Whatever Roger wanted to do at that time, I don't know.
I mean, it's been going on. Well, it's over now.
Yeah.
And just as you heard from the soundbite, they suspended Brady for 4 games for purposely letting air out of a football.
Yeah.
To me, this was bigger than air out of a football. It's something personal. There's like a personal smell about this situation. I don't know if it's because Brady destroyed all evidence, supposedly, and got away with it, and Goodell was like, not on my watch.
Yeah.
I will get you, Brady, one way or the other.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like, yeah, Tom lied. All he had to do was say, yeah, it felt different, whatever. I don't know what happened. And, you know, Roger probably would have ate it. But I don't know what the lying and the breaking of evidence and him ducking and dodging Roger all the summertime and all that. But, like, I don't understand why. That's like David Stern having a beef with Michael Jordan in 1993 or something like that. That doesn't make any sense. You're having a beef with your number 1 player and superstar. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, pause for
I don't get that.
On Michael Jordan and David Stern's situation, there was a big rumor floating around Chicago that the main reason, and a lot of people in Chicago would tell you this, and there are some reporters that actually back this up as well.
Gambling,
yeah. The main reason why Michael Jordan, quote unquote, retired for that year is because he was on the verge of getting suspended. Supposedly, David Stern warned Michael Jordan numerous times to chill on the gambling. We all know what type of gambling Jordan is. Him and his boy Barkley was notorious at the time. And somehow he got caught again. And David Stern was, going to tell him, hey, I'm going to be forced to suspend you. So to avoid kind of, humiliation, Jordan quietly stepped away from the game, served his time, quote unquote, and then came back. If that is true, and I know that this has nothing to do with 2016.
Yeah.
Do you think Goodell could have did something like that? Just had Brady, just step away for a couple of games without technically suspending him, maybe come up with maybe like a fake injury. They could have listed him on the injury report for 2 games just to get everything swept under the rug and keep it pushing.
I think that's dumb. If you're going to do it that way, then just don't do nothing at all about it. Like David Stern, you're an idiot for vetoing that trade with Chris Paul. And look at us now. We got freaking D'Angelo, no talent Russell. And you're an idiot. Why would you suspend Michael Jordan? Why? Why would you do that? Doesn't make any sense at all, David Stern. You're an idiot. And then, it doesn't make any sense. Why would you? It's like you're turning a blind eye anyway. If you're just going to let him retire and serve it that way, then you just don't do nothing at all about it. Are you going to fake an injury? Then just don't do nothing.
Well, I tell you what, I'm glad you said idiots,
Yeah.
because that smoothly transitioned into our next topic.
David Stern's a stupid idiot. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Colin Kaepernick. Let's get into the soundbite.
Okay.
Are suddenly at the center of a national debate before a big game. San Francisco 49er quarterback Colin Kaepernick refusing to stand for the national anthem. ABC's Ron Claiborne on why the star player says he's staying on the bench.
It happened right before the 49ers preseason game against the Green Bay Packers Friday night. San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick sitting alone, surrounded by teammates, as the national anthem was played. Kaepernick explaining in an interview with NFL media, "I am not going to stand up to show pride in a flag for a country that oppresses black people and people of color. To me, this is bigger than football, and it would be selfish on my part to look the other way."
Yeah, to me, this was the biggest story of 2016 coming out of the NFL. Kaepernick deciding to bring attention to, social injustice by taking a knee during the national anthem. He also had other players follow suit, which led to, high schools around the country and referees and band members and even people singing the national anthem kneeling.
Yeah.
Me and you question
Yeah.
the severity of Colin Kaepernick. Like, where the hell did this come from?
I didn't think he was serious about it, yeah. But he turned it around and showed me he had a reason for his kneeling. Because at first I just thought he was doing it just to get attention, or he did. And every time someone stuck a microphone in his face, he couldn't make a sentence together and make some type of sense. So I was like, I don't know about this, but as it went along, he started to have reasoning and was able to validate why he was doing what he was doing.
Yeah, and I think another thing that helped this cause, whether he was severe with what he was talking about or not, was all of the killings that was happening in America, with the cop killings, and of course all of the black males getting gunned down by police officers. That put fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
And it just, to me, after all those two situations with the death of the individuals in the streets, it skyrocketed after that. And it almost as if Cap didn't have to say anything at all.
Yeah.
Because it was almost speaking for itself.
Yeah.
Do you think it would have had such big of an impact if none of those killings would have happened in the streets?
That's a tough question. It probably wouldn't have had as much traction as it gained or attention. They would have talked about it, but it wouldn't have been months at a time like they did. Again, when he was doing what he was doing, it seemed like somebody was dying every week.
Yeah.
At the hands of the police. And like you said, I think that fueled his cause, and then fueled the media to talk about it as well. So
yeah, sidetrack, but on topic. We're sitting here recording at Furman University in the car, Studio Chevrolet. First thing we do, we pull up in the parking lot. Me and Josh see a cop. Josh has on a black skull cap.
Gangster.
He has a beard. I have on a black hoodie. And an open container. It's not alcohol, it's a Red Bull, but it looks like an alcoholic can.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I was scared to death. Naturally. It is what it is. I turned to Josh. I said, Josh, should I ask the police officer if we can record out here in the parking lot?
I immediately said, hell no.
Immediately, without question. This is not even a joke. This is a true story. This was literally 20 minutes ago. I was like, nah, you know what? I'm going to ask him. I'm going to pull up slowly and roll down my window, stick both hands out the window. And literally I did. And I asked him, hey, are we allowed to record out here in the parking lot? We're just going to do a podcast. Is it okay? He was like, absolutely. And drove away.
Yeah.
Best feeling I've had in a long time. It felt great.
We didn't get killed.
I was scared to death.
Yeah.
it's just natural, man. I know some of you guys might be just sitting there listening like, you guys are full of shit right now.
No, we don't talk to officers every day.
Let me tell you
like
something,
that,
man. If I get pulled over, I'm scared.
Yeah.
Tell it, and I know I told this story before, or maybe I have not, and I wanted to tell it during that podcast we had about police officers. Me and Josh was riding to Charlotte one day. We used to work together at Journey's Kids. That's how we became brothers. We were pulled over.
Yeah.
Which car? We was in a Black Impala, right? Black Impala.
It was
with
the
10.
white one.
It was the white Impala.
Yeah.
White Impala.
It was
with
new
10.
at the time. Yeah.
Indeed, it was a very nice car. Which may not have anything to do with it, but
Probably did.
just
I was
setting
speeding, but
the picture. Yeah, Josh was absolutely speeding, which also played a factor. But yeah, we were pulled over. The cop took Josh out the car
yeah.
and questioned him
Yeah.
while I sat in the car. Literally made Josh stand at the car,
Yeah.
came around to my window, asked me the same damn questions.
And we had, because we didn't really know where we were going. We were just kind of driving. Because we was like, are we going to go to Gaffney? Or are we going to go all the way to Charlotte? Or what? And I think we had just, like, at that time, we had been like, all right, we going to Charlotte. Because I would have been like, we're going to Gaffney. You would have been like, we're going to Charlotte. He would have started shooting. Immediately think there's drugs in the car. You know? So that was very lucky on our part that we had decided where we're going and our stories matched up.
Yeah, I mean, we had just came up with a decision that we was going to go to Charlotte, maybe like 10 minutes before we got pulled over. Because we were literally on our way to Gaffney.
Yeah,
we said, let's go to Charlotte.
Yeah.
So he came over and I told him, that's me and my homeboy. We work together. We just happen to have the day off. We're going to Charlotte. And he was like, what you guys doing up there? We're
Selling
just shopping. Pushing coke. What the hell you think I was going to say? I mean, come on, son. But I was like, we just going up there doing some shopping. Okay. This is a good time to shop.
Yeah, he gave us a recommendation on a mall.
Yeah, told us a mall and everything, and we kept it pushing. But boy, you talking about petrified?
Nigga was scared.
I was scared to death, especially when he had, when he had Josh back at the car.
Like, man,
he came around to me. I was like, what the fuck happened?
I think I had a little chain on, a little necklace on.
Yeah, that's when bling blinging was popping. So we was iced out at the time. Yeah. We definitely looked guilty.
Yeah, Drug Dealers Anonymous right here.
Yeah, we absolutely looked guilty that day. But hey, we got off scot-free. Thank you for that, police officer, man.
For not killing me. Yes.
But hey, man, back to it. That cap situation to me was absolutely the biggest story of 2016 coming out of the NFL. Whether it's negative or positive, it definitely impacted the league. You had people coming around saying they was no longer going to watch the NFL games because people were taking these.
That's dumb, because it's like you stand for your reasons, he sits for his reasons. How are you going to tell him how he's supposed to feel? Like, I stand for the flag for what it's supposed to mean. It's supposed to be the home of the brave and the land of the free and all that good stuff. Is it all the time? No. But I stand for what it's supposed to mean. Some people, they sit because they see how America is right now, and I can't tell them no different. Like, like you said, at first I didn't agree with Cap, what he was doing, because I didn't think he was serious about it. But as I watched these people just pile on him and basically call him a nigger on national television without saying the word, it's like, come on, like, you can't tell somebody how to think. That's what America is for. You do what you do, and you have your own freedoms and opinions and things like that. You can't tell people how to feel. That's dumb.
Yeah, and it was. But then you have Cap come out, and I understand what he was coming from, but I just don't get it. Said he didn't vote.
Yeah, I don't get that part. Yeah.
He didn't vote, and that's why I call him an idiot.
Well, where we're at now, Cap.
If and his quote unquote was, it's pretty much voting for the lesser of the two evils, and we're going to be oppressed either way we go.
I don't get that. Like, a lot of people did that and was like the lesser of two evils.